Hello everyone, this is Mike Gutierrez, the retired farmer. And today we're going to explore the why. Why a farm? Why not just travel? Like everybody says, oh, when you retire you should travel. Well, we do that. And others say, oh, I just play golf all day long, every day. Well, that's kind of boring for me. So, to me, it's nature. Back to nature, growing things. Why? I have no idea. But like, for example, if you walk around and you see this, a little calabaza, and you keep going, and you see another calabaza, and some weeds, but you're trained to ignore the weeds. And then you keep going and you see some maize growing that eventually one day you'll be able to eat. And there's some plátanos everywhere inside the weeds. And then you come around to something like this and you say, hey, I'm gonna have a platanito. You know, why not? And ready to eat. And you walk around and you just soak in nature, which is another word for God. The people, when they don't want to use the word God, they just use nature for everything. This mysterious entity that nobody knows what it is, but it can create laws that are infallible, and it can make things grow. And of course they blame DNA, but DNA is just another word for God too. But anyway, I'm here waiting for the pond to fill, so I have the time to kill. There you go, I'm even a poet. And then you come in here and you see these little things that are depending on you. If they're going to survive, it's because of you. If they're going to die, it's because of you. These were born yesterday. They're nice and fluffy and cute. Let's see how long they last, because when they're that little, just like these guys, when they're that little, they're just very weak. They die from anything. But this, maybe I was a veterinarian in another life. Who knows? It's just, but I was also a builder, because I love to build things. Next, I'm going to build me a barn back there, which is going to be another video. And it's late August, so I'm beginning to get my hortaliza back in shape, so that I can start planting again. So there's always something to do, there's always something to plan, there's always something to look forward to. And it's not work, it's not making money, it's not commuting every day to, an hour in bump whatever traffic. It's just life at your own pace. And that is not to say that the whole thing is not without its frustrations, because sometimes it is very frustrating. Like my colleague here, which broke the belt the other day, and I took it to the mechanic and fixed the belt, and now it doesn't want to start. And I looked into the tank, and believe it or not, I couldn't believe it myself, but it's there, and if I can, I'll take a picture of it. There's a perfectly preserved lizard inside my gas tank. Inside the gas tank, immersed in the gasoline. So, one of those mysteries of life. I have no idea how that thing got in there. I have no idea how I'm going to take it out. But I have a pretty good idea that I'm going to have to end up taking it back to the mechanic and say, hey, Get that lizard out of there, fix this thing, make it work, because I have weeds to control. Going back to me being a builder, this whole thing was bare, just like that other side over there. This whole thing is 5 acres. I bought 2.5, so that means that I bought half of it. And of course they wanted to charge me like $12 a foot to lay a fence, and I said no. So I got somebody to dig me the holes for that fence and for this fence, and then I came and did it myself with Bob. I would lay the fence and attach it to Bob, and Bob would stretch it, and then I would tie it. And that's how I did 330 feet of fence over there and 330 feet of fence over here. And I always coming up with things to build because that's in my blood too. Like this here, I needed to protect the Winnebago. And whatever, I have Bob in this container, and I have all kinds of crap in this other container. So I built that. Took me forever, took me like 2-3 weeks. Little by little, I wasn't in a hurry. And I did it. And I think it came out pretty good. And hopefully the barn will come out even better. The first thing I built when we got here was this roof, and then I built this roof. And I don't know if you can see these metal beams. Those used to be of a 2-car garage door that I had in my house, and I changed it to a 1-car garage door. So the guy was going to throw those away or sell them for scraps, and I said, no, I'll take them. And they were laying here for a couple of weeks until I figured out what I was going to do with them. And I used them for that. And then I built that little shelter, and then this little shelter. And believe it or not, that stupid aluminum crap thing was the worst thing to put together. I could have done it 10 times out of wood instead of, I mean, nobody could understand the instructions, and it was a pain in the behind. Besides the desire of having something to do and being with nature, and there's also the feeling that unless you own something that you can pass along, like something that can be seen from space. I know 2.5 acres cannot be seen from space, well, never will, but it's they don't call it real estate for nothing, you know. Every other investment is just paper. Real estate, something that you can stand on and look around and sit and say, this is mine. It has a special allure for me. So I realized that 2.5 acres is about as much as I can handle. I always thought about buying 5 acres, 10 acres, but I don't think I would ever bring it under control. It would just be too much, and I would have to end up getting help, and then it would become a job. And that's not the idea. I just want to walk around and feel that this is mine, that I can pass it on to my daughter and my granddaughters, and they can do whatever they want with it. Probably sell it, because, you know, that's how they are. And in the meantime, I enjoy my dirt, which is mine, my weeds, which are mine, and looking forward to eating my tilapia one day, which I may catch 1 or 2 eventually soon and try it. And just keep going, fighting the heat, fighting the work, until my bones give out, or I get too tired and too bored and just decide to sell it all and sit in my recliner and watch TV. So we'll see. In the meantime, see you in the next one.